So I had sat down to prepare thoughts to share with you today. In some way or another, the topic was going to be connected with Metta. And I very quickly felt I was in deep trouble. I was spent. My insides felt empty. I had taken an antibiotic the day before, which I was taking once weekly to treat an eye infection I'd had. And the medicine always killed my stomach. When I began to prepare this talk, I was still feeling weak and spent from its effects. I felt dry. I often wear contact lenses, and my eyeballs felt like they were representative of my general state of mind and heart, dry and achy. I felt tired. I probably needed a bit more sleep. I am typically a pretty vivid dreamer, but ever since getting COVID, which has now happened twice, my dreams tend to be even more vivid. And it isn't unusual for me to wake up once or twice. When I awaken, I am instantly alert, and getting back to sleep isn't always as easy and automatic as it used to be. I had some ideas I knew I'd like to discuss about Metta, but in that very moment, I just wasn't connecting to the material. I felt some stress, and anxiousness began to creep its way into my body. It has been a particularly cold and icy weekend, and my inner atmosphere matched the weather. I felt like I wanted to get into bed and hibernate. Just wake me up when things are beginning to thaw outside, when the first hints of green and growth begin to poke their way up from the ground. We all have days and times like this. We all have our wobbles and our ups and downs. Times when dukkha experiences are dominating the heart-mind. And the earthly winds of pain and struggle are blowing strong. Buddhist tradition understands the body and the mind to be mutually dependent. As human beings, we are a composite of these interdependent physical, cognitive, and emotional components. I realized my topic had chosen itself. It isn't a particularly easy or pleasant one, but a very important one. We will discuss Metta and the body. And indeed, this was one of the topics I wanted to discuss. If we ever forget the reality and the truth of anicca, of impermanence, that nothing we are or that we experience lasts forever, our bodies will faithfully remind us of this truth. We are aging even as we speak and listen to this talk. Getting in better shape and maintaining fitness becomes more effortful and challenging as I age, as I am forced to lower my fitness goals and expectations and am confronted with this reality. A doctor confirmed that I am experiencing steady hearing loss, and I will need hearing aids if it continues. Nothing I can really do about this reality either, other than either resist or embrace its truth and its reality. And we have all experienced illness and loss. Some of us are currently dealing with illnesses and or physical conditions in ways that are limiting or challenging us on a regular or chronic basis. Ajahn Mun, one of the founding fathers of the Thai forest tradition, writes, "In your investigation of the world, never allow the mind to desert the body. Examine its nature. See the elements that comprise it. When its true nature is seen fully and lucidly by the heart, the wonders of the world will become clear." What sort of wonders is he referring to? And what particular state of mind and heart makes it possible for me to open to these wonders, especially in the midst of hardship, illness, or fatigue? The answer is metta. Metta, the intentional practice of befriending, of looking outward toward the world and others, or inward toward our own body, heart, and mind states, with eyes of kindness, care, tenderness, and respect, enables me to see more than just my fatigue, my pain, my challenge, and enables me to see in this body much more than my particular narratives around illness or aging. I wish I knew the author of the beautiful words I am going to share with you now, so I can offer appreciation. May the sharing of these words offer merit to its author. I have modified the ending just slightly for those who have read or heard these words before. I encourage you to listen with a beginner's mind, as if it is your very first time hearing them. This is called the felt sense prayer. And it is a beautiful, beautiful teaching of Metta and the practice of befriending. I am the pain in your head, the knot in your stomach, the unspoken grief in your smile. I am your high blood pressure, your elevated blood sugar, your fear of challenge, your lack of trust. I am your hot flashes, your cold hands and feet, your agitation and your fatigue. I am your shortness of breath, your fragile low back, the cramp in your neck, the despair in your sigh. I am the pressure on your heart, the pain down your arm, your bloated abdomen, your constant hunger. I am where you hurt, the fear that persists, your sadness of dreams unfulfilled. I am your symptoms, the causes of your concern, the signs of imbalance, your condition of dis-ease. You tend to disown me, suppress me, ignore me, inflate me, coddle me, condemn me. I am not coming forth for myself, as I am not separate from all that is you. I come to garner your attention, to enjoin your embrace, so I can reveal my secrets. I have only your best interests at heart, as I seek health and wholeness by simply announcing myself. You usually want me to go away immediately, to disappear, to slink back into obscurity. You mostly are irritated or frightened, and many times shocked by my arrival. From this stance, you medicate in order to eradicate me. Ignoring me, not exploring me, is your preferred response. More times than not, I am only the most recent notes of a long symphony, the most evident branches of roots that have been challenged for seasons. So I implore you, I am a messenger with good news, as disturbing as I can be at times. I am wanting to guide you back to those tender places in yourself, the place where you can hold yourself with compassion and honesty. If you look beyond my appearance, you may find that I am a voice from your soul, calling to you from places deep within that seek your conscious alignment. I may ask you to alter your diet, get more sleep, exercise regularly, breathe more consciously. I might encourage you to see a vaster reality and worry less about the day-to-day fluctuations of life. I may ask you to explore the bonds and the wounds of your relationships. I may remind you to be more generous and expansive, or to attend to protecting your heart from insult. I might have you laugh more, spend more time in nature, Eat when you are hungry and less when you are pained or bored. Spend time every day, even if only for a few minutes, being still. Wherever I lead you, my hope is that you will realize that success will not be measured by my eradication, but by the shift in the internal landscape from which I emerge. I am your friend, not your enemy. I have no desire to bring pain and suffering into your life. I am simply tugging at your sleeve, too long immune to gentle nudges. I desire for you to allow me to speak to you in a way that enlivens your higher instincts for self-care. My charge is to energize you to listen to me with the sensitive ear and heart of a mother attending to her precious baby. You are a being so vast, so complex, with amazing capacities for self-regulation and healing. Let me be one of the harbingers that lead you to the mysterious core of your being, where insight and wisdom are naturally available when called upon with a sincere heart. Who am I? I am your body. There is insight and wisdom available when metta is brought forth, when we choose to turn toward instead of away, when we see the body with kind and caring eyes of understanding. In 1997, Thich Nhat Hanh was leading a meditation retreat for children, and he penned a letter to them. It is entitled, "Healing is Possible Through Resting." In the letter, he writes the following. Remember when you were a small child, you had a fever, and your tongue was so bitter you didn't want to eat anything? And your front felt like it was burning, and when your mother came, she put her hand on your forehead, and suddenly you felt like you were in paradise. Just one hand. You felt much better with the presence of your mother and just one hand. Don't think that hand is no longer there. It is still there because your hand is the continuation of your mother's hand. And if you call on her, "Mommy, please help," when you breathe in, and then when you put your hand on your forehead and you breathe out, you will receive exactly the same energy. Nothing is lost. Take care of your body in such a way. Allow your body to rest in whatever position you are. And later, you will be able to take care of your spirit, your ailing spirit, in the same way. You have blocks of pain, of sorrow, of fear, of despair within yourself. You have to embrace these blocks of pain and sorrow exactly in the same way. Call on them to help. I finished preparing these words, and I noticed the sun. I knew that while outside it was quite cold, despite the sunlight, inside me it had begun to warm. Indeed, the suttas describe metta as the warm glow in the chest area. This is a glow that can grow, strengthen, and expand, potentially endlessly in all directions. Here are its exact words. Being without mental shackles, resentment, ill will, or contention, with a mind imbued with metta that is supremely vast and great, boundless and well-developed, one dwells having pervaded the entire world. Acknowledging the body as it is being experienced here and now, taking care of the body, allowing it to rest in whatever position you are, so you can take care of your spirit in this same way. And slowly but surely, like beginning a fire with small bunches of kindling, metta begins to glow, spreading its warmth and goodwill and sense of good friendship. Thank you for your kind attention.